Hey guys, want to do a quick flashlight review on a light that I recently received in the mail. I ordered one of these about a couple weeks ago after seeing a review on a similar flashlight on Knife Crazy Creators YouTube channel. And this is actually a light or a flashlight company that I've known about for quite some time now and that I was curious about, but I never got around to ordering one to try for myself here until recently. And the name of the company is Safe Light. That's safe-light. You can go to their manufacturer's website at www.safelight.com using the same spelling and punctuation there. And you'll see a few different models offered there, each with some different features and mode offerings unique to each light. You'll also see a few different case color options as well as some LED color options. And after looking through the different models, I believe there's 4 or 5 offered on the website, I ended up choosing the Handyman, which really had the features that I thought I would want, including a completely off mode, a glow mode, low light or power save mode, and then a high beam or a highlight mode, as well as a location strobe and a pocket clip. I don't believe all the lights have pocket clips, and I believe the modes are slightly different for each of them as well. And another thing that is somewhat unique to this flashlight, as I mentioned, it does have a complete off mode, where a lot of their flashlights actually do not turn completely off, and they'll remain in what they call the glow mode, which they talk about briefly on the box here. And what that is, it's an extremely low light mode, which is said to be able to last for up to 2 years if using a high quality battery such as a Duracell Ultra. It says if you're using, on their website it says if you use a standard 9 volt, you'll actually only get a year of runtime out of that. But I think that's pretty impressive either way for having any type of mode on for that amount of time. Just to give you a quick rundown of the other run times that they estimate on the website, I'm actually taking this off of the specs from the Survival Light, which is actually very similar to the Handyman, which is what this one is. The only difference I could see is that this comes with a pocket clip and it has a complete off mode. But given the run times on that, they give 80 hours on a standard 9 volt battery in the power save or the low mode, and 20 hours on the high beam, and then 80 hours on the location strobe. If you're using a Duracell Ultra or similar, they claim you can get 160 hours on power save or the low light mode, 30 hours on the high beam, and then 160 hours again on the location strobe. Whether those numbers are accurate or how far off those are, I really can't say, as I've not tested this out. I'm sure there's guys who have, but I'm not one of them. But anyway, here's the flashlight, just to show you out of the box. It does come with a pocket clip, as you can see. Nothing too fancy. This is a removable pocket clip, which I'll show you in a moment. But it's not a spring clip or anything like that, just a molded plastic clip. You can see a couple teeth here to aid in retention on a belt or a pocket. This is something I probably wouldn't want to try to open too wide to put on anything too thick, but it does seem somewhat durable anyway. And it actually has a magnet on the back as well. So you can put it on a metal case or anything like that. And just to show you real quick, it definitely seems to be a strong enough magnet for the weight of the light. It does have some good grab there, and seems like a very functional accessory. The clip itself does rotate as well. It has some indentions there. Kind of see the various angles that you can get. It does rotate 360, so you can actually clip this on your belt, maybe adjust it as needed, or maybe clip it on a hat brim, something like that. So that could definitely be a very useful feature. As far as the color options, they do offer various LED colors. I believe at the very least green, red, and blue for most of their lights, as well as white, which is what this one is. And they also offer some different case color options. For this one, if you get the white LED, you're only limited to an orange case color, or I believe a blue. They don't offer black or any of the other colors, but if you do look at the other models offered, there is kind of a broader selection there. As far as taking the battery out, it's very simple. You can see here on the bottom there's a little bottom plate there with a little tab. You just turn that about 45 degrees or so with a coin or a screwdriver. This bottom plate pops off and the battery slides right out. There's no click tabs or wires or anything like that to break or deal with. Battery just goes straight in, contacts the terminals, and then this bottom plate holds it in place. As far as function and how this works, it's very simple. To get the glow mode turned on, you just hold this in, and after a second the glow mode comes on. Click it again, you'll get the power save or the low light mode. Again, you'll get the high mode, and one more time gives you the location strobe, as you can see. To turn it off, you actually have to hold the button in for a second, and it turns right off. Not sure how well you can see that. You can see the LED in there, and then there's a circuit board. There's no reflectors or anything like that in there, and I'm not sure if the lens has any magnification qualities. It's kind of hard to tell, but it just has a basic recessed lens in there. Feels like it's made of plastic and kind of protected by that extended top. The case feels like it's made of rubber. You got your little emblem or logo there for safe light. And then you have this removable pocket clip, which actually removes pretty easily if I can do it one-handed. Just slides right off of that base via a little pull tab there. And I believe this base is actually removable too via that screw if you wanted to slim things down just a little bit more. I'll probably leave the clip on just because it seems useful, but if you needed to take that off, you do have the option. As far as brightness, it's decent. It's not the brightest flashlight I own, but for the $20 that I paid for it to have it shipped from, I believe, England, it's really not a bad light. If you operate it in glow mode, if you're in a really dark room, this is adequate. You can't really see it now, but it is adequate to maybe see your watch or read some text. Low mode is even better. I would definitely recommend that over glow mode for functional use and just to keep your eyes from hurting if you're trying to read something. High mode's quite good. I know it's pretty bright in here. Let's see if we can turn this light off and maybe get a better idea here. I'm not sure of the lumens or the candle power, whatever you want to call it on this. But it's definitely adequate, and when you consider the 30 hours of runtime you get on high, I think this is a pretty decent light, something that you can run for a while and use for a while without having to worry about changing the batteries. On low light, 160 hours is just phenomenal, and that 2-year glow mode, I'm pretty sure that's unrivaled by any other flashlight company that I've heard of anyway. So it's kind of a neat little light, a little bit unique, something different that I haven't really seen before, and seems pretty durable and shockproof, pretty well made, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the purchase for 20 bucks. It's maybe just a little bit more than I would have wanted to pay for it. Maybe if I could find one locally I could get them cheaper. I know if you buy them in quantity you can actually get a discount price as well. But overall not bad. Seems like a really good light. The orange color should be very easy to locate in a toolbox or a tool bag. So I think this is actually something I'll get a lot of use out of. Just a closing comment, the LED is a little bit off center, but as you can see you still get a pretty good beam. Overall it's really not a huge deal. But I'm at the 10-minute mark, so that's going to be the review. I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day.